Hard to kill.
Welcome back.
In the basement.
Or to the channel.
So, we have a very special guest today. His name is Stephen Prinsloo. Stephen is a private contractor out of South Africa.
Yeah, originally from South Africa.
And he's over hooking and a jabbing in Ukraine right now, boots on ground. I think I reached out to him, or he reached out to me. Whatever it is, we're very excited to have him here today. He's going to be talking a little bit about what he's been dealing with, boots on ground in Ukraine.
Yeah, he's, if you want, it doesn't get any more real than this. Fuck watching the news and fuck reading your Facebook feed.
Yep.
Listen to what this guy has to say. I mean, he spoke with us for like an hour.
Yeah.
It was a great interview. So pay attention.
This is why we're doing this. We want to inform you, because Mike and myself, being in Afghanistan, we knew what the news was putting out back home was bullshit. We're going to be talking to the guys that are actually over there, and we're going to be giving you, to the best of our knowledge, what really is going on. So we're going to put out a couple clips of Stephen in a couple firefights he was in, and then we're going to roll right into the interview. So
yeah, keep in mind, like he's shooting right from, or he's shooting the interview from Ukraine.
Yeah.
So this is it doesn't get any real.
He's literally using his candle for light right now because Russia just
hit the power grid.
Hit his local power grid.
Yeah.
So that's how real this is.
Yeah. So let us know what you think.
Hope you enjoy it.
Hard to kill.
Rah.
Engage. See on the left, there's the door open. At least the rock is here. Yeah. Hey, we got more frags. Yeah. Can we throw frags in there? Jabroni. Jabroni.
In the building.
Roger. Hey, we're gonna get more rifles in here. Coming! Any more rifles in here?
I don't know, we can't see it. I'm fragless, bro.
I got 2 more frags. I got 4 or 5 more.
Hey, pass me one, I'm down one. I only need one. I only have space.
Take them both, give them both.
Sorry, relax.
All right.
Shoot down.
Tell them to put that rocket down. What the fuck?
Put the rocket down. Side of the building.
You're on the other side?
Connect! Connect! Arnie! Hey, Jack, come to me, Kenny. Arnie!
What's going on? No way!
Arnie, move, come and move.
We're on the other side of the building. Where?
Apparently they're on the other side.
No, it's only glass.
Hey, jabroni!
It's glass. It's
Yeah,
glass.
I know. I'm saying
it's glass. You're good.
Jabroni! Jabroni!
Hey, I got the left window, okay?
Jabroni!
Stiffy, keep that window.
Jabroni! Can we throw one in here? This side of the building they're in? Alright, they're in this side.
They're on this side?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, what's up with giggles? Hey, wait. Hey,
I'm gonna shoot this glass out.
hey, are there friendlies in the end of this end?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the angle and shoot the glass out so
Yeah, but do we have friendlies in there?
No, they're on this side. No friendlies on this side?
No, dude, we're taking contact.
Second window! He was shooting from the second window! Watch out! Fuck yeah! Fuck you, bitches!
Shoot in there.
Go in!
I'm pressing another frag. Yeah, what?
I'm good again. Those fucking retards.
Keep your eyes on there. Keep your rifle on there. I'm throwing another frag. Nick! Frag out!
Hey!
There's concrete blocks in front of everything.
I saw it coming out of there.
Where's another frag? That seems to stir them up.
Can't hear shit. That's why you need earplugs.
You wanna throw another grenade in there?
Hey, on the second window from this one, do we have friendlies in there? They're all over there?
All friendlies?
You want to try checking those windows?
Yeah.
Hey, jabroni! Say what? You see them in there?
Shoot him!
Hey, we see them in these windows too.
Fighting in the first building on the right. Fighting in the first building on the right. One window.
You wanna throw a grenade in there?
Yeah. Hey, jabroni, we're gonna throw two grenades in these windows.
Are we good for the nades?
Yeah.
Which one? Which window?
Movement over there.
Looks like there's a door right here. Don't shoot over here.
No, jabroni!
All right. Cross. Cross.
Huh?
Cross. Prep your grenade. I got it. Prep your frag. Prep your frag.
Prepping. You good?
Yeah, I got it. Just fucking stick your hand right in the poo-poo. Hey, Dave, be careful.
You good?
Yeah. Just turkey peek your head.
Frag out!
Moving!
You gotta throw another one. you have another one?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, for you.
Here. Go ahead. Fuck them up.
Fucking cover me. Don't shoot me.
Hey, cover the second window. Second window. Frag out. Fuck yeah.
Ask them if they need more people for the football. Hey, you need more people there. You need more people there.
Who's shooting there?
They need more people. Yeah, I'll probably be with you guys. We're on the other side of the building. I got a piece of glass in my fucking back.
Where?
Apparently they're on the other side.
No, it's only glass.
Hey, Jabroni!
It's glass. It's
Yeah,
glass.
I know. I'm saying
it's glass. You're good.
Jabroni! Jabroni!
Hey, I got the left window, okay? What's going on? No way!
Arnie, move. Come and move.
We're on the other side of the building.
I got a piece of glass in my fucking back.
Fuck yeah! Fuck you, bitches!
Shoot in there.
Go away!
I'm pressing another frame. Yeah, what?
I'm good again.
Hey, we're gonna get more rifles in here.
Coming!
We need more rifles in here.
Fuck you! Fuck you, bitch!
I got 2 more frags.
I got 4 or 5 more.
Hey, pass me one. I'm down one. I only need one. I only have space.
Take them both. Take them both.
Sorry.
Relax. All right.
Shoot down.
Tell them to put that rocket down. What the fuck?
Put the rocket down.
Oh shit. Hey, Arnie, help me out. The fucking pin's hooked.
Medic.
All right.
Can you
Hey, we
tell
got
me
a
to
pin.
put his fucking rocket down?
Hey, Tier, they're on the other side of the building.
You're on the other side?
Grenade! Grenade!
No. I just have to aim. That's good.
Let me know when you're gonna shoot. I'll get out of the way.
I mean, I'm gonna screen back first area anyway, so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I see a. Oh,
The vehicle on the right is down. That was yesterday.
that was there yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Will you check the battery again?
Works.
You want me to move that fucking fence line?
Yeah. I thought you were going over there.
Oh yeah, I did. I walked in the middle of the street and I didn't see anything. I also didn't really hear it from the middle of the street over there.
Come on, bitches.
Hey, you guys on over there? Oh, that's alright.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Bravo 3! Hey, someone asked them if they got eyes on over there.
Can we get TJ to
Right
tell?
there, right there, right there.
Wait, there you. Wait.
Hold up, what is it? You got markings? Stand by.
Where? Left or right?
That's not a tank, that's not a tank, that's not a tank.
That's a BMP.
It's right there. It's right there.
To left. Go away. Back plus. Did it hit? Yeah! Ah! Fucking bitches! Bitches! Yeah! It's still there! It's still there! Is it still there? Yeah. Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It's firing.
It's firing?
Leave it. Hey, get the rockets! Get the RPG! Rockets! RPG!
Hey, where's Steve with the RPG?
Cheers over there. Close up. You can see
Hey, watch out, there's a BMP at the crossroad.
Проходь бегом, Брой. Давай.
Huh?
Hit it.
It was right next to it. Hey, is it firing? Yes! It's not moving. Here! It's not moving, it's immobile.
Oh, you got a mobility kill? Fuck yeah. It no move. It's broken. Okay.
Let's go, you got it. Fuck the bitch up.
Hey, over here. It's a better firing position. Come on.
With the at the shower?
Where you were at.
At the shower.
I need the backblast though.
Over here. Come here, follow me.
Huh? Oh, you got there. Fuck it up! Come on, you got it.
I want to get that motherfucker. Got it.
Yes! I don't know, I don't see it. Here! Hey, where's Ward? Where's Ward?
It's out there. Another rocket.
I'm gonna call for more rockets. Hey, where's Ward? Hey, fire that at the BTR. Fire that at the BTR. We got line. Steve is looking for you. I hit the BTR.
Yeah, Alex. Hell yeah.
It's immobile, it can't move. Hey, Ward! Tell Vargas we need more rockets for the RPG.
Hey, where's Steve at? Is he in here?
In there. Steve! There's Giggles.
Hey, where's Ward?
Right there, on the right.
I fucking love you, dude.
That was awesome.
Does anybody have more rockets? RPG. Here, I'll shoot it. Oh, now you got it. I brought. That's a fucking. That's a C90.
Come on, go. Hey, guys.
How do I shoot it? Hey, can I get a range? Does anybody have a rangefinder? Yeah, I got a rangefinder. Hey, give me a distance.
I think you have to shoot through the tree.
Already blew up the trees. Hey, I'm gonna shoot it. Get out. Right here. Hit the fucking. Hold forward.
Yes, baby! Hey, Giggles, smile for the camera. He says you got it.
Let you know, you want the next shot. Yeah, I want the next shot.
Vargas already knows for more rocket.
Get out. Yeah. Go back.
Do you guys still have the RPG-22?
There is.
No, the RPG-22.
There is.
Oh, he's got it, okay.
Yes.
Hey guys! Resupply rockets!
Okay, it's here. Back. In the back. Come on.
Bring her up. Let me see the case of rock. No, I need the case.
Hey, David! Help unload.
Give me one. Give me that one. Right?
Help unload. Sorry.
Thank you. You're welcome. See ya.
Just take it, take it.
Yeah, but Ned.
Thank you. Come more here, come more here.
Start prepping them for me, please.
Huh?
Start prepping them for me, please.
Got it.
Don't really put the mic on. Don't leave it too far, please. Don't place it on the vehicle.
Yeah, tell. Sam is in the corner. Hey, that's a good rangefinder. Is it?
Yeah, that's a good range. That is fine. But I got it at 400 meters. Confirm it.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave my rifle here.
Hey, David, wait before you shoot. Wait.
To building or to the bushes there?
To the BTR?
Yeah.
At the BMP?
Where they are?
360.
I got another rocket. Okay. I got another rocket. Hey, be careful. I'm shooting another rocket. Okay. I'm shooting another rocket. Hey, careful.
360 with that. Back best area.
You have? Oh, good.
I mean, it's not moving anymore. I got it. Haha. Hey, wait. Hey, rocket, rocket. Now I can't hear anything anymore.
How many meters?
360 with that. Directly on the BTR.
350. 350.
Hey, Jabroni! We need to save it.
All right, Steve, you with us, brother?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Okay, so we're here with Hard to Kill. We got Mike in the building, and we're doing a one-on-one with I believe it's Steve Prinsloo. Bear with me. How do you say your last name?
Prinsloo, yeah, Prinsloo.
Outstanding. And hey,
Yeah.
can I compliment your English, brother? It sounds great.
Thank you.
So if you could introduce yourself a little bit, Steve.
All right, well, Steven, from South Africa. Been fighting in Ukraine since March last year, and my buddies call me Stifler.
Stifler.
Yeah, Stifler, yeah.
Like from American Pie.
Yeah.
What is that, because you have sex with a lot of older women?
Yeah.
So give me a little bit about your background in the military, brother.
Well,
tell me what your rank is. And bear with me, because I just found you off that page, and I don't know this for certain. Did you take a casualty over there? Did you get it? Did you get injured?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So if you could tell us a little bit about that.
All right, so the injury I took was shrapnel that entered through this part of my face. And it exited on the right part. I pretty much lost all the bone in my face on this side. Got like little to no teeth left. So
shit.
I lost.
So you were in you were in a badass firefight over there, dude. So okay, close combat, huh?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Now, it was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I love it. So what were you using over there? Would you have an AK?
No, I'm actually at an M4.
No shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are those weapons provide like what? So if you're from South Africa, what branch, I guess, would you be in the military of?
Over here in Ukraine?
Yeah.
So when the firefight happened, I was part of the International Legion.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that the International Legion is like a group of people from all over?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
is it just a, you know, a smorgasbord of every different type of military over there, or is it mostly?
Well, it's basically like it's all based on like volunteers, you know, they come here. Like you get to guys just want to come fight and everything.
Yeah.
So they put you in groups according to what you can do and what you can't do. So
Okay. So what's your background, if you don't mind me asking?
um well I've done some contracting before. You know, I had 2 years army before that. So yeah.
Okay. Bear with us, man, because we're super excited for this interview because we really haven't talked to anyone that's been boots on ground over there yet. Both Mike and myself, we have a couple pumps over to Iraq and Afghanistan, but yeah, we haven't talked to anyone from Ukraine yet. So, if you will, talk to us about, you know, how you feel about the situation, what made you go over there, and what it was like.
Well, you know, for me, I pretty much came to Ukraine because at the start of the war, I didn't like seeing like all the women and children and civilians getting bombed. And like I just thought, you know, fuck it, if I can go help, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I pulled over. But it's rough. It's really different, this conflict for me, especially. You know, because it's not just gunfights which I'm used to. It's, you know, a lot of artillery and tanks and everything. It's pretty nuts. It's really intense.
So just because, keep in mind, all we know is what we see on the news, and trust me, both me and Mike know from firsthand experience, most of that is bullshit.
Mhm.
Who's winning over there, man?
Well, as of now, I don't really know how the front line looks right now. I've got a lot of buddies that are there, but for example, in Bakhmut, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to hold. The Russians are at least like taking a lot of ground there.
Really?
Yeah, but it's mostly their mercenaries like Wagner Group.
Have you heard about them?
No.
So Wagner is like a private security
From Russia?
From Russia.
Okay.
That they've been like really contracting most of the frontline stuff too.
Oh no shit.
So I heard those guys are nasty.
Yeah, they're actually got some intel that about 2 weeks ago they took out 15 platoons in 48 hours at nighttime.
15 platoons in 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, Steve.
Yeah, they're
Now
very active.
what do they have more like heavier fire than what you guys are provided with? Or how the hell does that happen?
They just have better equipment. I mean, they're moving at night. They have, you know, they have MVGs, they have top of the line gear and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple questions I wanted to ask you. One, like a big thing in the US is, especially on, excuse me, for us that are no longer active duty, the US sends a ton of money over to Ukraine. Have you personally benefited from any of that? Did it purchase
No.
firearms for you guys or anything?
Well, most of the firearms that, you know, and equipment that I've received to use is American.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the M4. I have M67 hand grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say that I've seen that, but other than that, I wouldn't say that I've benefited from finances or anything.
No, I'm sure that they must have to have somebody to fund stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the whole army gets the same pay. So I don't know if it's coming from American money or not, or where it's coming from, but all of us get the same rate basically.
We just keep hearing how much, you know, money is going over to Ukraine, and obviously the first thing that me and Mike thought was, you know, are you benefiting from that at all? Like, did the guys on the ground see that, any of that?
I wouldn't say we're benefiting, you know.
No,
It's too bad.
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's like the big talking point in the US is, if you ask like what are they using the money for, then you're against Ukraine, which we're not.
No.
I just wanted to know that if these guys were actually, if my tax dollars were going towards M4s, M67s, am I putting 3 extra clips in somebody's vest.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I just we didn't us people don't, or us people here, it's you're based off of what you see in the news.
Yeah.
And if the the news isn't going to tell you that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Definitely
well,
not.
I mean, if it comes down to equipment with the Legion, most of it's either American, like the most of it is American.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's helpful then.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to your injury if you don't mind. I know that's probably a sensitive topic, but we have a kind of a similar experience. I took a round to the dome in Afghanistan actually.
Yeah.
Now it didn't actually go through my skin; it kind of just scathed my head. I was a 50 cal gunner.
All right.
We were doing a lot of mounted convoys where I was at, but I know that absolutely spun me sideways, and all I could remember was just smelling the gunpowder in the round. If you don't mind me asking, man, what was going on when that happened? Were you just, I mean, in full-fledged combat one-on-one with guys, or what was going
Well,
on?
so we, when I got hit, so what happened was they kind of they artilleried their own position. So the round landed about 20 meters from us. And yeah, then so if this is a house, we're basically stacked up on the door, ready to get our injured boys out from the inside. And then I remember counting 1, 2 as we were about to go. I just remember dropping. It was really weird. It kind of felt like I was falling down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I know exactly what you
Like
mean.
in my mind, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then when I woke up, I was really confused, and I just remember I just managed to get up and walk myself to where our CCP would be. So yeah,
Thank God for your guys around you, and thank God you're still here with us, brother.
yeah.
Oh, that's huge. What are some of the styles of tactics that they use over there? Is it ground warfare, like house to house, street to street?
And in this particular situation, which we did, yeah, it was pretty much house to house.
Yeah.
So what's really the mission that they're trying to get you guys to uphold? Is it really just to hold the lines in specific areas, or?
Well, it's all different in different areas, you know. In this specific one, we were part of like one of the major assaults. So the reason we went on that specific part was because the TDF, the territorial defense, so the Ukrainian territorial defense, they were too scared to push up into that village, and we were like, "Hey, take us, we'll do it."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so Ukrainian locals, what's their military like? Is it hurting right now, or
Yeah, I'd say it's hurting.
would you say they really weren't ready for this?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the Ukrainians that are on the front lines right now have 2 weeks of training or none.
Oh my God.
Oh,
They
really?
have no military background or anything. So it's
So a lot of these guys aren't actual soldiers.
no.
Gotcha.
Oh, that makes sense why they're
Getting guys from all over.
Right, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think of this as your time to get off what's on your chest, man. What's some things that you would like to say, or how do you feel about this situation? I mean, talk. Give us something,
Well,
bro.
for me personally, I just want to get back to the fight.
I completely
I mean,
understand that.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
yeah, I mean, just sitting around knowing that some of my boys are still out there. It's like fuck,
Oh, you're probably
I just
going
wanna
nuts.
yeah, and obviously I have no contact to them, so I'd say that's probably the hardest part about the injury is not being able to get back out there.
So what's the plan? You're just gonna sit and recover a little bit, and then
Well, I still need 2 or 3 surgeries, so
gotcha.
yeah, I still need reconstructive surgery on the inside. I mean, yeah,
Damn.
so yeah, I'm gonna get evacuated to Europe for that.
Gotcha. And then
Yeah.
the plan is after that to get right back at it.
Oh yeah,
No shit.
yeah. I really just kind of. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd say fuck the surgeries and I'd go straight back. But it's not.
You're a savage, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you in contact with your family at all?
Yeah. Every now and again, I give them a call.
Do us a favor, bro. After we're done here, send me and Mike some kind of address that we can start sending you care packages in, and stay in contact with me and let us know what we can get you guys, and we'll contact some contacts on our end and definitely get you guys some stuff.
All right, yeah, will do. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hooking and jabbing for a country that you didn't.
Yeah, that's
if
huge.
you're from
man.
South Africa, you went to another country to fight. That's
Yeah.
noble. That's
You got balls of
very,
steel on you, bro.
Yeah, it's a very, very noble
Yeah.
thing to do.
So, what's your rank?
Over here, everyone is the same. Everyone's so you're either a private, and if you're in charge of a squad, they give you the responsibilities of a sergeant, but you're still a private. Everyone's
Okay.
private.
Everybody's a private.
Everyone's private. It's actually retarded, but yeah.
Yeah.
That must be difficult to just communicate on the ground with a lot of these guys, because you guys don't come from the same backgrounds. You're not you haven't trained together. You haven't worked with these guys steadily. It must be very difficult to do just basic patrols and maneuvers and
For my unit that I'm with, I'm mostly with Americans, also Iraq, Afghan vets and whatever. And then we've got one Canadian guy, also Afghanistan. So I was kind of the only one that's not trained in their ways, So it was just kind of finding it like the ins and outs in the beginning. Like I think in the beginning we had about 2 months to train together first. So that helped a lot. And then so it was, for me, it was easy to get into their things, but I suppose for the other ground units, it's very confusing.
I'm sure. Now, so you're in Ukraine right now.
Yeah.
All right. I won't ask specific where you're at or anything to give out any of that information. But so are you dealing with artillery shelling on the regular?
Here where I am right now, no. But there are rockets and stuff that go flying into the city here where I am. So
Gotcha.
Is that how you lost power?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. What happened?
I think it's like a weekly thing for them to bomb the power stations here. It's nothing new. I mean, all I remember is I was still watching a movie and then just saw the flash and I was like, all right, there goes the power.
There it goes again. There it goes again. So just for the viewers, I was talking to Steve before we got on the pod, and he was like, bro, the power just went out. The Russians just got the power grid. And I was like, oh shit. But he said that he could make do with a candle, as I see you're doing right now. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm using the candles in my other phone's flashlight, so I'm trying to do.
Dude, that's awesome.
So if it were up to you, what would you think would be the most effective form of combat over there right now to deal with this situation on your end?
Well, I don't know. Each front is different, For some parts where we were, I mean, tanks would have been brilliant, or any armor would have been nice to have.
Up armor, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few missions that we did where we were getting swacked by enemy air. We were getting hit by artillery, tanks, everything, like almost everything they had, and all we had was I think 2 or 3 BMPs.
Shit,
and that's it.
Shit. So it's real guerrilla warfare over there right now.
Oh yeah.
Plus, I mean, if you're the little Ukraine fighting against the big Russia. Big Russia's got all the toys.
It's really a David versus Goliath scenario.
Yeah. Well, thank God that Ukraine should be thankful that they have guys like him.
Yeah, absolutely.
To come over and fight there.
Fuck yeah.
I don't see anyone else doing it.
You really don't understand the amount of respect that we have for you, bro. Like just the time and age that we live in. Guys like you, guys like us, we're at we're a rare breed, if you will. There's not a lot of us.
Not a lot of people run towards the gunfire.
Yeah, and hats off to you, man. I gotta say, I mean, you have our full support over there, man. And if there's anything that we can do, please do not hesitate to ask.
What's day-to-day operation like if you're out in the field, if you're out operating?
Well, in our situation, it was pretty much, we would move, and was really bad intel. Just
that's always the case, bro.
Yeah, but it's even really bad here. Yeah, so we pretty much just moved, do our patrols or whatever, set in. If we set in, then we'd be there for 3 or 4 hours, and then we move again because everything changes like this over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we take contact, either try and push through, but it all depends. It's so situational dependent, as you understand.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're really living outside the wire.
Yeah.
for us, that's, you know, not living on a base or a fob or anything like that. You're
Yeah,
really
yeah,
living off
yeah.
the land.
So
Okay.
if we're out on mission, usually we're like outside of the wire for about 4 weeks at a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Badass.
So then you stay in whatever compounds you
in
go
the
through.
forest, in abandoned houses we find, or whatever.
Not
That's
a lot of
wild.
people know about that life, man. That's a different kind of combat right there. My hat's
Yeah,
off to you.
it's very different. I mean, especially if we're in the forest, you know, it's very little sleep, and because you're constantly aware of
Absolutely.
everything. Yeah.
So if there could be anything that you could have more of over there, what would it be other than armor? Obviously, would it be just, you know, some MREs, some food, flashlights, batteries, stuff like that?
You know, if I have to say, I'd probably say it would be cold weather gear right now, and
Cold
wet
weather
weather gear.
What's the weather like there right now?
I think at the moment it's like -4, but it's snowing. Yeah, I think.
-4.
Yeah, it's actually pretty warm. I think about 2 3 weeks ago it was -18, -19.
There's to me, there's nothing worse than being cold and wet.
That's exactly what's happening to a lot of the guys in the front right now. Especially the guys that are stuck in the trenches. They're freezing and they're wet.
Now I saw some footage of that. I mean, are you dealing with a lot of trench warfare?
No, no.
Okay. What about drones?
The drones here are nuts. It's really insane. I mean, you pretty much can't move here and not see, like, hear or see a drone above you. It's everywhere.
Now, how is that used in combat other than just obviously spying and figuring out your location? Are they using drones to like drop munitions or anything? Or
Yeah, yeah, they are.
that is fucking scary.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, our SSO, it's actually one of my buddies, Misha. He actually flies the one big drone for Ukraine, and his drone can carry 6 82mm mortars on it.
Wow.
Dude, that's gonna be a huge drone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, it's
So
nuts.
did they tell you to shoot down drones if you see them, or how does that work?
Well, they're usually too high to reach.
Gotcha.
So
That makes sense.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
It's crazy how warfare is just evolving, dude.
yeah. It's pretty nuts. I mean, the other thing they use it for is for coordinates for their artillery and
Gotcha. That
batteries.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of drones going on.
It's an eye in the sky. I mean, they can see everything. When I was in Afghanistan, we didn't use the drones. It wasn't, although, I mean, it was 15 years ago, 10 years ago. So it wasn't a like a common tactic. But I see that
how they could be effective.
Oh yeah, dude. If I had one back then,
can you imagine that?
Dude, there'd be no more me like finger fucking a doorway to try and find the IED. I just fly the thing over.
So Mike's an EOD guy.
All right.
Yeah, I do. I was a IED specialist.
Are you dealing with IED warfare at all over there? Or is that just kind of something
I
in the
wouldn't
past?
say I wouldn't say IEDs. It's a lot of mines.
Mines.
Mm-hmm. A lot
like minefields and shit.
Yeah, a lot of mines.
Really? So I mean, unpack that a little bit for us. Is it just minefields that you're dealing with, or are they using mines to kind of like booby trap you?
No, so it's basically just minefields. I mean, I've personally gone on missions where we were tasked to place anti-tank mines.
Yeah.
So, and from Ukraine and Russia both, there's so many mines everywhere. It's actually scary.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I'm sure there's no like marking system, so you know where they left them.
There is, like, kind of, but it's
only they would realize it. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Huh. I don't know if I'd want to trust that either.
Yeah, absolutely not.
It's not very accurate.
So
no, that's not good.
So are you guys taking POWs at all, or is it just you see them?
We have actually taken about 6 or 7 POWs on one mission. So basically because we can't speak the language, we just give it to our the company commander. He speaks to them, and then they get handed off to SBU for further interrogations. So
what's the most common language spoken over there?
In the east of Ukraine, like in Kharkiv region, it's mostly like Russian spoken. But if the further west you go, it's more Ukrainian.
So what are like the Ukrainian locals think about all this?
Well, they're. I mean, I don't think I've met one that likes Russia. They they hate Russians.
Yeah.
And they're like if they see someone here to help, they're like really really thankful. They're like, especially if you're a foreigner, like they'll stop crying. They'll try and give you everything they have. I mean, even if they have nothing.
Yeah. They're
Wow,
just
so they
they're
support you, huh? Wow.
thankful that somebody's coming to help.
Yeah.
That's kind of similar to how it was in Afghanistan.
Yeah, for us, man, like the you know the locals weren't pro America or pro Taliban. They just didn't want the war in their backyard anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
whatever they could do to help either us eradicate the Taliban or the Taliban get rid of us, they
Yeah,
would
exactly.
do. You know, they
Yeah.
weren't really on a team or on a side. Their goal more so was just to get the war over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I
So-
mean, there's like a lot of villages we went into that were like under Russian control for like a few months, and as soon as the locals like see Friendly Forces movie, and they just like pass out, cry, and like they just want to hug you. They just like thank you for being here, you know.
No,
Well,
absolutely.
you're the lifeline. I mean, you're the only person, essentially, you know, you and the other fighters on your side are the only people that's going to save those people in the villages. You know, so that's like Jesus walking in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so Steve, we have about 10 minutes left on the current Zoom video, but if it just goes out, I'm going to create a new video and I'll send you the link for it. We'll keep on going.
All right. All right. Yeah.
So what, if you don't mind me asking, what's the rumors about Putin? Because we've been hearing things on our end that he's very sick and he has.
It's pretty. We've been hearing the same things. You know,
Yeah.
he's sick. He's this. He's that. He's hiding. But who actually really
No,
fucking
I hear
knows,
you.
know? It's
I get you.
yeah.
What's now, do you know anything about the morale of the Russians? The reason I asked about the POWs, I mean, would you say they're confident, or would you say they just want to get the fuck out of there and they're like young kids?
They just want to get out of there. Half of them that was translated to us, they don't want to be here. They're not getting paid. They're basically conscripts. They were forced to be here.
Wow.
Like they don't have food and water supply for however long. So they're I wouldn't say their morale's high at all. It's actually
Gotcha.
very low. Yeah.
And over there, they're forced to fight, right? It's not a volunteer option for you to join the
Yeah,
service.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, people aren't volunteering to go.
Dude,
fight.
I knew a lot of kids when we enlisted that I would not have wanted in the trench next to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you force those people to go in, it's like, oh Jesus.
So do they have a lot of armor on the ground? You're dealing with a lot of Russian tanks? Yeah. I heard that too.
Yeah, I've personally been off my feet a few times by a tank. It's pretty cool though.
So what's the SOP if a fucking tank rolls up on you? I mean, are you just trying to get a mine in front of them, or are you trying to shoot a 203 at them?
It all depends how close we are to them. You know, if we're close enough, we'll engage it with the in-laws or stuff. But
Gotcha.
if we're not in range, then we just get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys have laws?
Yeah, we have those.
Okay, yeah, that'll definitely put a bang.
The
on it,
rocket?
too. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll ruin your day real quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's is there any kind of rules of engagement or anything you're supposed to follow?
Pretty much, I wouldn't say there is rules of engagement, but if you see them and it's part of your mission, it's in our situation. I'd say it's all dependent on your squad leader.
Yeah.
If he decides let's smack him, then you smack him. If he decides no, there's too many or whatever, then you just boogie out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I find it wild how you guys are just working together. You know, guys from all over are really working together for a common coming together and fighting Russia. I mean, and being effective too. I mean, everyone thought from the start of this Russia was just going to roll over Ukraine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm me included.
You know, and clearly that's not the case.
Yeah.
I mean, would you say that was kind of, I don't know, what the common conception over there, that, you know, Russia was just going to roll through? Or, I mean, how'd you guys feel about it?
If in my personal opinion, I kind of had the feeling that it wasn't going to be an easy fight from the start. You know, when I first got to the fights in Kiev, it was pretty much almost surrounded already. And then, you know, it was just like the Ukrainians just pushed them right out of there. It was actually
Oh, shit.
insane.
Hmm.
Yeah, the one thing that I have noticed and realized about the Russians is, especially in gunfights, they're not used to getting shot at.
Gotcha.
I mean, if as soon as they start shooting at us and we return fire to get fire superiority, they run away. They're not used to that at all.
No shit. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. What was the last engagement these guys had? What training did these guys have? A lot of them
It
never
was-
fought before.
It was probably when they went to Afghanistan in
Yeah,
the fucking 80s.
definitely.
And
Mhm.
but I think that whole forced service plays a huge role in
does.
that, dude. I mean, if you got like, especially for us as being Marines, like you don't go to the Marine Corps recruiting office unless you're ready to get down. Like
Exactly.
you want to go with the baddest fuckers out
Exactly.
there. That's where you
You
go.
know what to expect.
Now, if you got a guy that's hyped up like that, and he's put in the fucking patrol with, Johnny Smith, who's a librarian in fucking Louisiana, like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd be shitting myself.
Yeah, definitely.
So I can understand why those guys, they might fire at him, but as soon as suppressive fire comes back, they're like, oh, what do I
Yeah,
do?
exactly.
Yeah. It's
Now,
exactly like that.
are you guys using canines at all?
No,
No.
no, I don't think I've seen one dog here this whole war.
I mean, really, it's crazy to talk about this because this is a whole new form of warfare that we
Yeah.
really haven't seen yet. Indoctrinating, shit. I mean, trench warfare,
Forest.
forest,
Dude, you said you guys are fighting in the forest. That's
to
fucking wild.
drones. I mean, Call of Duty's gonna be going wild with this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just picture like, I mean, my combat was always in Afghanistan in a desert environment. I can only imagine what it's like to be on patrol like through the woods.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a deer hunter,
It's pretty
so
intense.
I know how I can sit in a tree stand still and quiet and wait for something to walk by. I can only imagine if I was waiting for a fucking squad to walk by.
Then again, something that in Afghanistan that always scared me is we got in a lot of like open field engagements. There wasn't a lot of cover to be had,
Mhm.
So I mean, I can see how engaging an enemy in the forest could be a little better with that. I mean, you
Yeah.
can find cover in various different.
Yeah. The problem is you don't know where everybody is. When you're out in the open, I can see where they
That's
are.
true.
I can see where the fire.
Would you say that's a problem for you? It's difficult to see. I mean, the main thing you're looking for is muzzle flashes, correct?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our engagement that we had, I don't know if you saw the videos on YouTube about it. So if we had to stay behind cover, we pretty much had one or two guys that were able to like fire at them. So I was taking fire from about 340 meters or like that.
Yeah.
Just behind like a chicken wire fence. It's what I had. Otherwise I
Fuck
couldn't
that.
see him. Yeah.
What kind
Was
of
pretty
big
nuts.
guns do you guys have over there? You got any crew serves?
We actually had a Modus, the 50.
do.
Yeah, we had one, and then we had a lot of the captured 50 cals from Russians, the cord.
Yep.
But I've never seen a 50 cal that retarded. I mean, it looks like you're starting a lawnmower when you rack that gun.
What is it? What do they call it?
A cord.
Huh.
It's a 50 cal machine gun.
Yeah, 12-7, yeah.
Oh shit.
No
Yeah.
240s or saws, huh?
No, so in our teams we had 240s, we had PKMs, and I know there are the 249s, the mini-me's, the saw.
Yep. I love those.
Yeah.
I love those.
They're heavy, but
Can really manipulate them well under fire. I really do like those.
and you can fucking let it rip.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Belt fed.
I mean, normally on a being in a ground element over there, I mean, how many up guns are you gonna have? I mean, how many crew serves are you gonna have with you? I mean, normally you have like what, maybe a saw, maybe a 240 if you're lucky.
So when we were out, we had one 240 with us. That was our only like heavy weapon, suppression weapon. Most of us just had M4s and rockets or the 320, the 203, the 40 mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
So talk to me about ammo. Is ammo scarce at all?
I wouldn't say ammo scarce, but it's not. I know a few times that they were like, no, we're not getting more ammo. We have enough. It's...
Can you hear us again, Steve?
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
You can hear us, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so something I wanted to ask you, man, is you're clearly comfortable under fire.
Yeah.
So I've been in a few firefights, and I know there's some crazy emotions that are going on when you're going through something like that. Talk to me a little bit about that. I mean, did you get into a couple gun battles before Ukraine, or did you get kind of baptism under fire while you were over there?
I've had a few gunfights before, with private security, but
Gotcha.
it was just, it was just like 2 or 3 guns at a time. This was like, it was pretty intense fire, but I loved it.
It's extremely intense, and
Yeah,
you really, I mean, I'm sure you really have to be able to act on. It can't be anything.
Instinct.
You need to be able to just do. It
Yeah.
can't be really thought out. Really, you really see how your
Yeah.
training takes hold of you in strenuous situations.
Yeah.
I can kind of visually remember the first major firefight I got into, and just driving into it, I kind of had to. I talk about this. I've talked about it with Mike a few times and a couple of my other buddies. But you kind of have to accept death to a certain degree
Mhm.
to really be
Yeah.
effective over there. I don't know if you're cool about talking about anything like that, but if you could kind of elaborate a little bit about it with us.
You know, over here it was like, the team I was with, we all already kind of already make peace. And so, if it happens, it happens. I mean,
Yeah.
for me myself, I made that peace before coming over. I was like, if I go down doing what I came here to do, then it's cool.
Yeah.
But there was a few times that it was only our unit that would engage, and the other guys would like sit back and like shake behind houses and stuff. Um,
You
I,
talk
I
you
I
talk so
actually had
casually
some,
about that, bro. That's intense, man.
Yeah, I'd
That's
slap the fuck out of those guys.
yeah.
yeah,
You,
I actually have some footage I can send you. There, like you can hear the fire going on, and the guys from our unit that are out of ammo, we're just standing there reloading, and there's guys sitting there shaking. I was like, just sit down. I told them, just sit down.
Yeah, stay out of the way at that point.
bro, I've
Yeah.
been in a situation like that, and that is a terrible feeling for you, because if you're someone that's putting rounds down range back at someone that's shooting at you, and you see your boy just shaking and trembling, that's a disheartening feeling for you, because it's like,
Yes.
fuck, dude, I need you right now, bro.
Yeah. There's actually some footage of some Finnish guys that were with us. Well, not they weren't with us. So I was Bravo 1. They were Bravo 3. And they were like in this whole firefight we had. It was about, like, I'd say about 2 hours. Rockets were flying from our
Holy
side.
shit, 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, we smashed their armor. Everything was pretty intense. And when our squad leader actually ran over to them and asked them, "How you guys on ammo? Because we're pretty much done." They were like, "We haven't fired one round." It's like, what?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, it's pretty
tough.
nuts.
Bro, I can imagine how 2 hours must have felt like a lifetime
Oh yeah,
in a scenario like that.
Even 10 minutes feels forever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
it
well
really
aware.
does. Yeah, it does.
After something like 2 hours, dude, you probably lose like 10 pounds in just sweat and anxiety.
Oh yeah, I was I was sweating.
Something that was memorable for me whenever we got into like a significant gun battle, whenever we would like kind of get back to safety, back in, inside the wire or just back in a safe area, all the guys would be cleaning weapons and, checking everything, re-upping in ammo. And it would be quiet for like the first 15, 20 minutes. And then someone would be like, "Did you fucking see that?
Yeah.
Fucking motherfucker took one to the head."
Yeah,
and everyone would get chirping, dude. Everyone would get excited. Is that similar for you guys, or?
Well, and for my team, we were making cracks, like jokes like that while we were under fire. It was
Savage.
pretty cool.
Savage.
Yeah, you keep the mood light. I think for us, it was the same. Us being, I was an explosive guy, so if somebody missed one, they weren't really there to talk about it after. But I was like an attachment to the grunts, to the infantry guys, and I would just sweep in front of them. So when we would get back after contact, like Nick said, for like the first half hour, nobody says a word. Nobody says anything. Everyone's just kind of processing it in your own head. And then eventually somebody be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Jimmy shit his pants over there, huh? How many fucking rounds you got left, Jim? I'm empty.
It's just a firefight is such a beautiful yet terrifying moment. That's so hard to articulate or describe in words. And it's only when you get around like-minded individuals like this, like us, that have guys that have seen it, that you can really talk about it. And you know, bro, I want to thank you for calling in with us, man. Once again, you're the first guy that, you know, we've talked to that's been over there, and I want to try to get as much information out of you as I can, man. Sorry if it feels like I'm bombarding you with stuff, but I mean, this.
I'm curious, dude. Now, Steve, you married? You got kids or anything?
No, I'm only 22.
That's the way. 22 years old.
No
that's how old we were, dude.
Yeah,
think about it.
I was 22 when I was there too. Now I'm old and fat.
Yeah.
22, dude. So you got, you know, you got parents at home?
Yeah. I've got a dad and a sister at home.
Yeah, so you must keep in touch with them. What do they think? Because they obviously they go off of the new or whatever's provided to them for coverage.
Yeah, you know, they're my dad and my grandparents, everyone, they were supportive of me coming here, because I've always told them that when a war kicks off and I'm able to go, I'm gonna go. So they were happy, but you know, was sad for them at the same time.
Huh.
Wow.
He seems so confident in himself, just sure of, you know, what he's doing over there. And I gotta say, man, that's
how we were, though.
It's true. When we just think about the scenario that he's in, though. Like,
the difference is we fought for the country.
That's what I'm saying.
There, like that to me is mind-boggling, you know. And I get that you wanted to help, but not a lot of people would do that, Steve.
Yeah,
not a lot of people are going to uproot from one country and go to another to strap on an M4 and go kick some fucking doors in.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Thank you.
So I know I kind of went over this briefly before. What's the plan for you, man? You're planning on going back there and riding it out till the job's done, or what? How do you see?
I honestly plan on staying here until the war's done.
Wow.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn, good for you.
So will you get those will the surgeries be done in Ukraine? Or you have to go somewhere else for that?
So the first 4 surgeries I've had were done here in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then my next one is going to be in Europe.
Okay.
So we kind of breezed over this, but I want the listeners to be aware fully of what happened. Steve was in a firefight. It sounds like you were going door to door, engaging Russian Wagner forces, and took a, what do you think, 7.62 round to the face?
I took shrapnel.
Oh, shrapnel. Okay.
Yeah, and we were engaging Spetsnaz, the Russian Spets.
Really?
Yeah.
You've heard of Spetsnaz?
No, I don't know.
Tell Mike about Spetsnaz real quick.
It's the Russian SF.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really think they're SF, but
Shots fired. Okay.
They call themselves SF, but they fight like bitches.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh yeah, like they really fight like bitches.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wow. Man, I gotta say, I'm proud of you, man. I mean, as I said before, there's not a lot of guys right now that would do what you're doing, and hats off to you, man. I hope someone else your age can see this interview and see you proud to go over there and honestly fight for the good guys, as we like to say,
or just for somebody who can't fight for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's how I see it over there. I mean,
handling the bullies. Yeah,
there's keep in mind there's massive powers behind what's really going on over there, and I'm sure someone's making a buck. But at the end of the day, you're over there fighting a form of tyranny, if you will.
Yeah.
The big guy picking on the little guy, and I'm sure you see it that way. And I'm proud of you, man. Once again, there's not a lot of guys over there that are doing it, hooking and jabbing like you right now. And yeah, hats off to you, brother.
Yeah, it's huge, man. It's like I said in the beginning, it's a very noble thing to do, to go, lay your life on the line for somebody who you don't even know.
Yeah.
Just, you didn't want to see that kind of shit happen.
Did you have someone that motivated you to do this? Like,
no,
huh? It was all just you, huh?
Yes, I still remember sitting on the couch at my buddy's house back home, and he was like, "Hey, I like he showed me the whole report of that was saying that foreigners can come fight." So I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm going. Are you coming?" And then he was like, "Yeah, I'll go with you." And then I ended up the only one getting on the plane.
So that's actually me and Mike's story as well. I ended
But we
up
both got on the plane.
Yeah. So I ended up going to a Marine recruiter, and Mike asked what I was doing after high school. I told him, and he went with me. And I got to say,
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it without him, man. Like it was something that really helped me get through it. But having, my best friend over there really helped me get
Yeah.
by. And
Yeah.
I hope, you have someone like that over there fighting with you.
Yeah.
And I know how hard it is, man, just to be alone and not really having anyone supporting you. And I can only imagine you're not with like a military branch, Marines or anything like that. You're over there really dolo. Seriously.
Yeah, with no
Yeah.
rank. Like, yeah.
It's the Wild West out here, actually.
That's I do. I don't doubt that, because you don't see any form of structured organization. Like
Mhm.
it's not like you have a battalion that you're sending there.
Yeah.
You got Tom, Dick, and Harry from the U.S., South Africa, and Canada that are going to be your
Yeah.
frontline guys. That's
Yeah.
and the fact that they're keeping up the fight. Like you don't. It's not like you sent over the MARSOC Marines or the Green Berets. You got guys from
Yeah.
all over, and
Yeah.
they're fighting off the Russians. I give them a lot of credit, man. It's not an easy thing to do without operational organization,
guidance or absolutely
structure.
I think we were spoiled in that aspect, dude. I'm trying to put.
That's why we worked so well.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, before I ever went overseas, we trained for years.
One of the things that I hated very much was just poor leadership and disorganized fighting tactics over there, because it just makes everything so much harder. The clutter really just really affects you in a negative way over there. So I hope that you're just with some salty guys that have been in the scenario before, that have been fighting before, because I know how. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I know how.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say that I'm very fortunate to be in a team of guys that have like at least 2 or 3 tours already behind their belt. So
definitely. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Is there anything you want to say, bud?
No, not for myself. What I can do is I can send you the links of some of our fights that have been posted already, of the specific gunfight that bolts out to where we got injured.
Outstanding. So what I'll do is I'll give it to the editor, and I'll put it at the beginning of the podcast so they can see a little bit of what you've been going through, and then you'll just see our interview a little bit. While I have you on, I want to try to think of something else to ask you, man. You kind of threw me off when you said that you're going to stay over there until the thing ends, man. That just shows you have an inner strength that not a lot of people have, man. Like you're really there to make a difference. You're not just over there to, figure out what war is like or figure out how to shoot a gun. You really believe in, what you're saying and what's going on. I mean, I can't harp on it enough. That's so fucking rare.
Yeah.
And they're lucky to have a guy like you, man. Not only that, you just took shrapnel to the fucking face, dude. And you're eager to get right back out there, dude. That's a different kind of savage, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever think about, because something that's big right now is, well, I don't want to say big, but the popular thing is to say you have PTSD right now and say that this and this and this is bothering you, but take it from someone that's been through it, man. It's there. It's something that you should be cognizant about. Does that ever worry you?
I mean, I had the thought that I was like, it probably hasn't hit me yet.
It won't.
It might hit me.
It'll be when you get back.
Hit me later.
Yeah.
But if it does, I'll just have to deal with it as it comes.
I said the same thing, man. I said the same thing. That's funny you feel the same way.
Well, there's what else are you gonna do?
No.
Especially
he believes in it.
When you have that mindset, like I had the mindset, I wanted to go back, I wanted to go out, I wanted to keep patrolling, I wanted to keep fighting. When you have that mindset, you don't care.
No. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it when it comes.
Right, because the only thing that you're concerned with is slapping another round down range.
Exactly. That's how we felt too, and I forget. But,
and then that shit hits you like a fucking sledgehammer when you get back home.
Seeing you just how how motivated you are and happy you are just makes me think about when me and Mike were in it. It's a good feeling to see. It's a good feeling to see that we have good guys over there banging it out. And I mean, keep in mind, all we've seen so far is what's on the news. So we really don't know what's going on as much as we should, but please try to relay as much information that you can to us so we can accurately, inform people of, what's going on. And don't get me wrong, I understand OPSEC and, obviously you can't talk about certain things, but, whatever you can, I'd appreciate if you stayed in contact with us, brother. And I'd love to get you on the show again.
Sounds good.
Once again, I thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks,
and
man.
if please do not hesitate, anything you need over there, bro, let us know.
Yeah, for real. Give us a call. Give me a list. Give me whatever you need and an address to send it to. We'll take care of that.
I will do. Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, Steve. We'll Semper Fi.
Yeah, keep the fight going, bro.
Thanks for coming on, and we'll talk again soon, brother. Stay safe.
Stay hard to
keep
kill.
your fucking head down. Stay hard to kill, brother.
I'll try.
All right, bro.
All right, Steve.
Thanks, guys. All right, bye.